Okay, today we're going to talk a little bit about probing, specifically asphalt depth probes. So, all of our depth probes are a little bit different, but the concept's the same. Most of them have marks at 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, all the way up. Some of them, on the other hand, the first line starts at 2 inch, because rarely you pave less than 2 inches uncompacted. So, if you're familiar with the 1/4 inch per inch rule, if we're paving a 1 inch asphalt mat, you go to the 1 inch, and because it's a 1/4 inch per inch, you add a 1/4 inch. And then you'd set it right here, make sure the knob's tight so it doesn't come loose on you. We've had issues where you probe it and it slides, and you probe it, it slides, and you probe it, it slides because it's loose. The next thing you know, you're paving too deep. So, keep an eye on your probe and make sure you set it tight to begin with. So, if we're paving a 2 inch mat, where would you set your depth probe? The correct answer is 2 inches plus a 1/4 inch per inch. So 2/4 is the same as a half. So 2 and a half. And then probe away. Yeah, pretty simple. That's about it. More points on depth probes and depth probing. Understand that depth is relative. It's not absolute. So if your depth probe's reading too thick or too thin, that doesn't mean you need to get thicker or thinner. If you look at the picture here, you can see we want to pave a flat surface. That doesn't mean the surface underneath is flat. So if your probe looks deep, it doesn't necessarily mean you need to go up. If it looks shallow, it doesn't necessarily mean you need to go down. Here's a short video from American Pavement. Big part of depth probing is make sure you cover your holes after you probe. So, beautiful joint, by the way. We'll get to the probe in a second. There it is. Wait for it. It happens fast. Probes, and then fills in his hole. That's simple. So, simply kind of push a little rock back in the hole, and that does the trick. So, I'll draw you a couple pictures. Pretend this is your subgrade or your rock. Understand that if you probe this hard, your depth probe might penetrate and go into the subgrade, giving you essentially a false reading of depth. Another thing that can happen is you probe too light and it doesn't go all the way down to the base, leading you to believe that you're paving the right depth when really you're paving too thick. I've seen it all. So there's a happy medium, just like, Mama, Papa, and Baby Bear, where you probe it just right.